talking about how these two gentlemen who are national leaders are walking around and moving around discussing how they want to fix the country. How do you fix the country when you are the very, very same ones creating the same mongrel? This mongrel they are creating is the same mongrel both of them are talking about. Raila has talked about it. President William Ruto has talked about it, that the reality we have in our country is very simple, Sam. We are refusing to govern ourselves within the law. Mm-hmm. We are refusing to be responsible, to respect our behavior. We are refusing to devolve functions which need to go to the county governments so that those functions can be followed by funds. Every single event that is taking place in our country is basically just every single day. I keep seeing our country, how it's becoming a banana republic. That we now want to get rid of the Chief Justice and the judiciary. To me, what the President William Ruto is doing and what Prime Minister Raila is doing, as far as I'm concerned, that's a business. That's a business. Because even ODM as a party, when this decision was being made, I'm a senator. Nobody called me to ask me what my view was. And I brought in my vote from the Kisii people, Kisii County. All right? And the reality that I face, Honorable Sige, is very simple. Why do we find it so difficult, Sami, to understand, for example, that our responsibility in Parliament, we have failed. We have completely failed.
But maybe, Senator, you'll be involved because there's the political infrastructure that will be deployed. Maybe that's where you come in.
Which infrastructure?
I don't know.
I'm not interested.
He says part of you,
no.
Members of Parliament.
No, some of us are not interested. The Constitution is clear. If it's implemented, it will actually guide us what to give to the Kenyan public. We have deliberately been the people who are in that Parliament and in the executive who are dismembering this Katiba. We are the ones who, Sami, how many times do we refuse to deal with court orders? How many times have people been asked to produce kids who have been abducted, all right? And their rights are being violated. You don't need Prime Minister Raila and William Ruto to be friends for you not to abduct people. All right, how much debt have we incurred? We talked about the government came in and found the coffers were empty. Then we discovered, of course, the coffers were not empty. Then we realized our debt have shifted from where it was with Kibaki, which was 1.9 or 1.8 trillion. Now Uhuru hit it up to 7 trillion. And basically now we are realizing we have a debt of 13 trillion in a period of what, 3 years? Do you need Prime Minister Raila and William to shake hands for you to stop wanton destruction of our country, wanton borrowing, where the Auditor General has come up and said, listen, some of the money that these people are borrowing, I don't even know where the money is. You don't need a handshake for you to stop those things.
Okay, and part of the commitment here is to ensure that there's rule of law and constitutionalism.
So you are telling me that when we take Prime Minister and William shaking hands, we will observe the law? William Ruto makes Kenya a better country. I hope they make it better. But
thank you
how I would wish that they stop these shenanigans of acting and pretending like they don't know what the problem of Kenya is. They know what can be fixed. They're just pretending. And they want to pretend until the next elections, then they now play around, the usual stuff.
Okay. Fred.
I think...
Let me explain to you. Fred. The Constitution allows me to associate and then link myself. I did not say I'm leaving ODM, neither did I say...
The same Constitution allows Raila.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Allow me. Let me tell you this, my brother. This agreement has nothing to do with what Kenya wants to become.
What does Kenya want to become?
A democratic state that observes the rule of law, that protects human rights for everybody in the Republic.
Does the document highlight that?
You asked me a question. That is a document, it's not the Constitution. What I'm trying to bring you to, and you are educated. You see, sometimes I wonder what happens with political operators like you. I am not attacking Raila. I am not attacking Raila. I'm not attacking William. What I'm telling them...
You are playing
is,
politics, Senator.
No,
you are playing politics.
But what is my job? Is to
Your
play
job
politics.
is to play politics
I
that
have
to the
to
benefit of
tell
the public.
Kenyans
What you are
the
saying does not
reality
work.
is.
The reality is there are issues of concern,
Listen,
and they must be addressed,
Those
Senator.
issues can be addressed by the Constitution being implemented.
And yourself
Those
sitting in the
issues,
Senate.
you
Fred,
have
Fred,
got
can you allow me to
every
finish?
member.
Okay.
Look at the way people in ODM are behaving. How power is sweet. How, in fact, the control of budget
Interesting,
should
I'm not
be
even a
removed.
member.
How, in fact, what are they talking